Hello everyone. In this video, I'm quickly going to cover that how you can get teaching job in New Zealand. And if you can see, there are four steps. Step one is you need to get your academic qualifications to be evaluated by NZQA. So that is the first step. And if NZQA says that you are qualified teacher to teach in New Zealand, then there is the second step, which is registration with the teaching council. And after that, once you are able to get the registration as a teacher with teaching council, step 3 is hunting for a job. And finally, once you get a job, the step 4 is applying for visa. So I'll quickly show you what all these things are and how much time did it took for me to get my job here in New Zealand. So if I tell you, I applied for NZQ evaluation at 11th March 2023, and I got my outcome in almost 5 months in the end of August. And then after that, in the end of September, I got my registration with the teaching council. And then I got job in the end of October, and I got my visa in the middle of December, and then I traveled to New Zealand in January 2024. So you can see that it took me almost 10 months to go through this entire process, where the most time consuming process was the NZQA evaluation. Now, what I will do, I will share these links in the video as well. So, and I will, post them in my post also, so you can simply copy paste them. Or if you simply go and search in Google about NZQA teaching evaluation or registration with NZ New Zealand Teaching Council or Gazette Education New Zealand, so again, you will be able to find these links there as well. Now, let's go to the first thing, which is applying for an IQA to register as a teacher in New Zealand. So this is the link. I'll share it with you if I go down. So if you are from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, like most of the countries, you need to apply for IQA. If you want to see that whether you need an evaluation or not, simply click here and you will get to know that if you need and if your qualification is pre-approved or you need to go for an IQA. Most probably you will have to apply for an IQA. So when you click on it, it will take you to a link like this, and here you can see there are 4 steps. So first you need to confirm which type of IQA you want to apply. So if I click here and I show you, there are 3 types of IQAs: skill shortage list IQA, standard IQA, and teaching IQA. Since we are since you want to apply as a teacher in New Zealand, so you need to do this teaching IQA. And when you apply for teaching IQA, make sure that you either have a postgraduate teaching diploma or you have a MA degree, at least from Pakistan, because again, you can apply and see the outcome. But what I have seen, if you have done B.Ed from Pakistan, the 1 year or 1.5 year B.Ed, mostly they will give you level 6 on that. So there are basically the IQA or the NZQA will give you from level 1 till a level 10. If I can quickly find that somewhere. Yeah. So level 1 till level 10. Usually, if I tell you my experience, like my 4-year bachelor's got level 7, and my postgraduate diploma, which I did from Abu Dhabi, it got me level 8, and my master's, 2-year master's, I got level 9 for that. So for teaching in New Zealand, your teaching qualification as well as your specialized degree, the subject specialized degree, they both should have at least level 7 outcome from NZQA in order to make you eligible to apply for to apply as a teacher in the teaching council. Right. So this is the place where you can apply for. So for example, if I want to apply as a teacher, if I click on it, it will take you to the same link that I showed you earlier. So you will simply check the requirements. You need to submit your degrees, transcripts, and then NZQ you will have to pay some fee. If I see, I can show you the fees for it. NZQA fees, let's search it. So I think I can show you. If we click on it, Let's cancel. It will open in my web browser. Uh, So you can see here, I think we have opened an incorrect document. Let's see if we can find the application fees, but here is it. Yeah, so standard IQA. So you will apply for teaching IQA because you're applying for teaching. So it will cost you 746 New Zealand dollars. And the good thing, please focus on this line. This package includes evaluation of an additional 2 free standard IQs. So you have to apply within, I think, 24 or 48 hours. So make sure that your subject specialist degrees, like your bachelor's, master's, you can apply for the IQA of those degrees as well, and that will be standard IQA. But your teaching degree, like teaching diploma, B.Ed, M.Ed, that will be the teaching IQA. So you will apply for teaching IQA, and then you will apply for 2 standard IQAs. Once you apply, wait for the outcome. Once you get the outcome, they will let you know that if you are able to teach in the secondary schools in New Zealand or not. If you are, then the next step is registration with Teaching Council. And if I go here, so for overseas trained teachers, I will share this link as well. So you need to go through all these things to know, but I can quickly go through for you. So for example, for overseas trained teachers, once we get our evaluation from NZQA and we know that we can teach, so we are good to go with this first thing. The second thing is you have not committed any crime or you're not under any investigation. The third thing is we need to give our police character certificate. So for example, in my case, I have lived in Pakistan and Abu Dhabi for more than 2 years, so I have to provide police character certificate from these both countries, and they should be certified. After that, so overseas police vet, so I have to give the overseas police vet because I was not in New Zealand, so I don't have to provide the New Zealand police character certificate. You are physically and mentally able to carry out, so you should be physically and mentally stable. And finally, you are competent in English language. So let me quickly go to this thing. If I click on language requirements, so you can see here, so either you can do either of these tests. In my case, I did IELTS academic, and we need 7 in listening, 7 in reading, 7 in writing, 7 in speaking, and overall 7 bands in so 7 band in each component and overall 7 bands in the entire test. If you're planning to do PT academic, you should get at least 65, and you can check this page to get to know more like which language option you want to go with. So when you are applying for teaching registration, you must have this IELTS result, you must have your NZQA, you must have your, let me go to this part. In fact, so you need to also provide your proof of identity. Now, proof of identity, I provided my passport, and the second thing was my police character certificate. And what I did, I have to get them certified. Now when they say certified, I think they have mentioned it somewhere as well. So you can get certification from a government school principal, like high school principal, or in Pakistan, usually the government servants who have the authority to attest your documents. But make sure that they should mention that this is the true certified copy of original. They have to write this sentence. Then they have to write their name, they have to write their email address, they have to write their contact number, right? And they have to write their address and designation. So this all information is required for certification. You will you can see copies of qualification, testimonial letters, your assessment of lesson observations, previous, and all these things should be certified. And after that, any evidence of induction or mentoring, like the thing that you have done during your B.Ed or teaching diploma. And after that, statement and the experience letters and copy of your CV. So you can see this list of criteria. So you can get all this information from this page. So go through all these options, go through all these pages, read them carefully. I'm not going to go through all these pages one by one, but I have given you a quick idea, and later on you can just go through all these links to get an idea what they all are about. So once you apply for teaching council registration, in my case it took me I think 3 weeks, but usually it can take from 4 to I think 6 weeks, something like that. Okay, once you get the registration with teaching council, the next thing is, let me just copy and paste this link here. The next thing is hunting for the job. So in my case, to be honest, I applied to few jobs through Gazette. So Gazette is basically the official government website for teaching vacancies. You can see here there are many jobs posted here. So you need to search for your job and you need to apply. So for example, if I click on this job and if I go down, so I will be able to get this email address and everything. So they will reply you only when you have the NZQA evaluation and teaching registration, right? In that case, they are going to reply. Otherwise, there is 99% chance they will not reply you. The colleges will not reply you. And one more thing, you need to make sure that you have at least 3 people ready to give your references. So when you're applying for, for job anywhere, in any place, in any college, you need to provide 3 references. One should be from your current school or your HOD or principal. It's better if you can take your principal in trust and they can give you your reference, and 2 references from previous workplaces. I got my job through Prospero Teaching, so I was applying through this portal. So actually I got 2 job offers at the same time, one through this Gazette website and one through Prospero Teaching. I'm giving their link as well. They usually give $250 on the referral, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, if you really want to do, if you really want to refer my name, so you can ask me and I'll provide you the referral link, but otherwise I'm okay to go without that as well. So you can simply just put your details. It's okay, just not mention my name. I'm happy if you can get a job without mentioning my name. And once you can also use their email address to ask for inquiries, and you can share your details with them, so they can also help you get there. They will not charge you any money. They charge from the school, so it is like free of cost thing. Okay, so we are done with the job thing. Once you are done with the job, the last step is then the visa. Now there are 2 visa options. When I applied for visa, at that time only I can come on the temporary work visa, which is called as accredited employer work visa. Cost is $750, length of stay 5 years, processing time up to 4 months mostly. Now, what are the requirements and what are the things that you need to do? Feel free to go through their page. You can also get services of licensed advisor. In my case, I did it myself. If you want to get services from licensed advisor, it's up to you. The second option, which is most popular at the moment, and from May, the Immigration New Zealand moved the teaching profession into straight to residence visa. Now what happens? Like, you will definitely ask me why there are 2 visa options. So if you want to get a visa, if your employer is accredited and they want you to be there, as soon as possible, so you can apply for accredited employer work visa. Although it will take 4 months, but I feel sometimes it is evaluated earlier. But again, it's your choice. And if you apply for straight to residence visa, so once you get work visa, then the next step is you apply for straight to residence visa. But if you want to apply for straight to residence visa instead of work visa, you can do that. So, but in both cases, you must have a job offer. So if you have a job offer, you will apply for one of these visas. I'll say apply for straight to residence visa. The thing is cost, it will cost you $4,290. You can stay here indefinitely, unlike the accredited employer work visa where you can stay for 5 years. So you will stay here, I think, for 2 years as on resident visa. And then there is some, then after that you get permanent resident visa, which is called as PR. And then I think you have to stay for 3.5 years on PR, or I think 4 years. You can check that online, and then you can apply for nationality. So these are the steps that you can go through to apply for, first thing for IQA, then teaching registration, then jobs, and finally visa to come here in New Zealand. I hope this will answer most of your queries regarding teaching in New Zealand. And wish you good luck. Feel free to go through these websites. Feel free to reach out, to these websites. You can email them if you have any query. Check YouTube. For me, to be honest, my best friend were these websites and YouTube. I have gone through YouTube and these websites. I have done all my processes myself rather than involving any immigration advisor or any person. But again, it's up to you. If you feel that you can go through all these things yourself, well and good. If you cannot, then you can hire services of any licensed immigration advisor. All right. I hope this is it from my side. So thank you very much and wish you good luck for your job hunting for the New Zealand.